secure, and affordable rental housing to qualified low-income families throughout the United States. The program is funded through the United States Department of Housing and Urban Development, also known as HUD. HUD sets the rules and regulations for the program, and HUD determines the amount of funding that will go to the different housing authorities in cities and counties throughout the country that operate a Section 8 program. What is the Section 8 waitlist? Because federal dollars to Glendale are limited, and there's not enough money to provide every low-income family with rental assistance, a Section 8 waitlist was set up to determine who will get assistance first as money becomes available. The Section 8 waitlist was created in 2001. It has been closed since that time. There are families on the list that are still waiting to be served. In Glendale, every effort is made to make sure the Section 8 waitlist process is fair and open, and that the neediest families receive assistance first. When households qualify for rental assistance, they are given a Section 8 voucher. A voucher may become available to someone on the waitlist because another family is no longer using that voucher. This could be because the family's income increased beyond program limits, the family withdrew from the program, the family was terminated from the program due to fraud or not following the rules, or the last surviving member of the family has died. A voucher may also become available
Now, you heard about Section 8. Now, let's come down and tell people about the reality of Section 8. It's discriminatory against males unless you are a woman with children. Certain people of color can't get it. Me, for one, because I'm an older senior citizens black male. But I'm a black woman with multiple children out of wedlock. Just sitting and pushing out babies from ghetto idiots. She qualifies for Section 8. Or most social citizens, social government programs. I don't have a problem with poor people getting assistance. In fact, I don't have a problem with anybody getting assistance. The problem I have is when certain people abuse it. And there's nobody held accountable. That's the problem I have. And you can sit there and have a video about Section 8 on how it should work, but it don't. Make a video on how much military spending there is compared to affordable housing. You just heard a video. It's limited funds. So how is it limited funds when it comes to housing Americans, but we can go and spend $300 million a day for 20 years in a war we just walked away from? I'll just say it's $300 million a day for 20 years wasted for nothing, because you accomplished nothing. And then you give another $11 trillion in the Iraq and Iran and Desert Storm, wars in the Middle East that we wasted money on. Now, we can sit here and go around and around and around in circles, but I'm the wrong guy for that. And I don't care what level of position you have in politics in Washington, D.C. and Capitol Hill. But we got to get back to the basics, and that is taking care of American people first. And you preach all this crap about make America great again, America first, and all this other garbage. You're xenophobic, pathological, mental ill, narcissist, racist, bigoted Trump that did nothing for that cause. Didn't make America great. In fact, you made America worse because you attacked the Capitol and you attacked democracy. The reasons why we don't have affordable housing, reason why we don't have rental assistance, reason why you lie through your teeth, like that video said, that you don't have the money. Bullshit. If you can spend $11 million and spend an additional $6.8 trillion, not 11 million, 11 trillion, spend an additional 6.8 trillion, walk away from it, leave millions and millions of taxpayer dollars, military resources to the Taliban, your made up terrorist threat. Why not house America? Empty malls, empty industrial park, empty real estate around this country and in Colorado where I live. But you talk out of that corner of your mouth, oh, we can't afford it. But we can afford to build $500,000, over $1 million, close to $1 million homes, condominiums, which is nothing but a 1,100 square foot box. You want $500,000 for it. An apartment, you want a base of $1,300 for another box that you call apartments. Crap that you build, but you can't afford Section 8 or affordable housing. But you build other boxes like tiny homes for your so-called heroes, military vets, to live in. Boxes, not homes, boxes. But we are the people, taxpayers, that pays your salary. And you decide for us what we get. And my point is, since we don't have enough money, as you say, for Section 8 and affordable housing, why don't we cut your salaries? Why don't we cut your slush funds? Why don't we cut your bank account that you make off manufacturers lobbying for their greed? And I don't care what comes out of your mouth. Old cliche. Money talks. Bullshit runs a marathon. And what's coming out of Washington, D.C. and Capitol Hill right now is bullshit. And you can call me anything you want. Call me a conspiracy theorist, anti-American, call me all the garbage you want. But the fact is, what I'm saying is factual. You spend more money on wars in this country than you spend on American people. And you can get on that kick about Labor Day, 4th of July, flag waving over here, flag waving over there. It's the action that counts. President Biden, Vice President Kamala Harris, Mitch McConnell, Santos, Hickenlooper, Bennett, Neguse, Buck, Boebert, all of you. Governor Polis, money talks, bullshit runs a marathon. And all the photo ops and speeches and talk transcends into what? Nothing. Now, as many older people there is out here struggling, some struggling to eat because their meds cost so much, and some lie you put in your mouth, Biden, that you're going to have meds competitive through Medicare, which is a crock of shit, because just like we heard on the news, they'll jack up the prices. Pharmaceutical will jack up the prices. In fact, when people are going to the pharmacy right now with their card for prescription to help them pay for it, pharmacists are telling people we're not going to accept that anymore. Exactly what I'm saying. One corner of your mouth, you're telling the American people we're going to help you. Other corner of your mouth, you're not stopping pharmaceutical companies from jacking up the prices. So when Medicare actually does come in there and try to get decent drugs for prescriptions, you're back at square one. That's the bullshit. Section 8, the same thing. A waiting list. Then I'll tell you what, Biden, Kamala Harris, Mitch McConnell, all you Republican insurrection terrorists, all you Democrat complacent, lazy ass, gutless cowards, put the military on a waiting list. Put the military on a voucher. Because this whole patriotism terrorist threat is bullshit. Because if it was such a big threat, why did we walk away? Just like the white supremacy, racist, bigoted, QAnon, Proud Boys, Oath Keepers, KKK, Duke, white supremacy, racist, bigoted terrorists that existed in this country for decades and centuries. How much money are you spending on that? Colorado for one. An illegal state that doesn't follow federal law, that doesn't follow state law when it's ruled by white supremacy. It's anti-constitution, it's anti-civil rights, it's anti-human rights. But it existed. Same thing about these little bullshit social programs you put out there. You tell American people bald-faced lies that the funding is limited, but yet and still we have a blank check given to the Pentagon all year long for decades and centuries to waste taxpayer dollars on wars that we walk away from with our tails between our legs. So take some of that $6.8 trillion, take some of that $11 trillion, give it to Section 8. Give it to rental assistance. Give it to health care assistance. Help people buy food for their families. Help people pay rent. Instead of going overseas and killing brown people, like you're killing black people here in America. Nobody's believing your lies anymore, Washington, D.C. and Capitol Hill. I, for one. In fact, I didn't believe your lies from day one. And I don't believe nothing you say now. Bullshit rolls downhill. Do your job. Or maybe we'll stop paying you.